Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is NA and I've put below my Instagram name and my YouTube channel name. So if this is your first time, welcome. Go ahead and click the subscribe link to my YouTube channel, Anestico14 Art, and follow me on Instagram at Anestico14. So today we're going to be creating this look you're seeing here. It's amazing for a date night, for a girls night out. So if you want to learn how to create this look, continue to watch this video and I will give you all the details to looking like this. Okay, so if you're interested, continue to watch and let's go. So first I start with a prep and prime spray with MAC Prep and Prime. Normally I would use Becca Evermatte first, and then I would use the MAC Prep and Prime spray. I didn't use the Becca Evermatte because it's just for a video and I didn't want to waste any of my Becca. So but go ahead and do that to get a seamless look for the whole day. So now I'm using my favorite foundation of all time, NARS. This is in the shade Caledonia 2. I love this foundation. It's just so amazing. So yep, use this foundation. I use a sponge to put on the foundation on my face and I put it everywhere so that I can cover everything and make sure that I have a good base to my makeup look. It's so important to make sure that your foundation is applied properly, and I use a sponge because the sponge is great for removing excess product. So now I'm going in with Tarte Concealer in the shade 53N, and I'm putting it under my eyes, in my forehead, the bridge of my nose, my bottom, and my top of my chin, or the top of my mouth, whatever you call it. You can see what I'm doing right there. And then I'm going ahead and using a sponge. I use another part of the same sponge to blend everything. So I'm blending it out now. I start from the bottom. I start from where I want least highlighted. So the bottom of my chin, to the top of my chin, to the bridge of my nose, under my eye, and my forehead is where I want to be most highlighted, because that concealer will transfer as you put your sponge on one area of the concealer. Some of that product will remain on the sponge as you're going to another area. So start where you want least concealed to the way you want most concealed. So that's the process. I end my forehead because that's where I want most concealed. All right, now I'm going in with the black Opal foundation stick in the shade Ebony. I love this foundation stick a lot. So I'm putting all these areas and I'm using a makeup brush to blend that out. So blending it, you blend in upwards, not downwards, when you're using the side of your chin, just like I'm doing your forehead. As well, you blend to the back, towards your hair is where you blend, not to the front but to the back, that way, just like I'm doing it. And then in the chin, blend it to the middle, just like I'm doing it. And then for the nose, you just go ahead and blend it down into the middle, for the left side and for the right side. Not too crazy with the whole nose contouring thing. I just do my best. Now I'm going in with Laura Mercier's translucent powder. I love this translucent powder so much. Medium deep is the shade here, and I don't bake anything, nothing at all, and my makeup comes out perfect. I don't bake because I don't need to bake. I don't know why people bake, but I don't need to do it, and I have very oily skin. I don't bake and my makeup stays matte all day. So this is my process. Do whatever you please, whatever works for you, whatever is your process. But I do not bake. I just press it into my skin and that is it. Especially when I'm going down here to do the reverse contour, I use a little bit of product because I want everything to look natural, no harsh lines or anything. I love this foundation. This is a powder foundation from Kat Von D. It's in the shade 215 and I always use it to contour. I really love it a lot. So you contour going up and then to the back of your hair, just the same way you were blending out that cream contour is the way you would blend out with the powder contour, as you can see here. So in my chin and the top of my head, of course, my nose area as well, you would use your powder contour to contour as well. And you see how I'm going all the way to my eyebrows? the beginning of my eyebrows, that is what you want to do. And then secret number one, use your MAC Prep and Prime to set that once you do that step. Now I'm going to the eyebrows. I use this Wet n Wild brow pencil. It's cheap. It's like 88 cents. I got it from Walmart and it just works so well. So I just bought it, started using it, got hooked on it, and never looked back. So that is what I'm using now, to just draw out my eyebrows. Not doing anything too crazy. I normally like my eyebrows dark. I use black, but for today, I just wanted to do everything natural, just as close to natural as possible. So I'm using brown. Sometimes I can use dark at the end, but just brown for today. So I'm using that same Tarte concealer to conceal the eyebrows. I don't put the concealer at the very beginning because I find that it messes up the contour, because it goes to the beginning of your eyebrows. So I just kind of shift it back a little bit and then do it that way. Um, I conceal the bottom and I also conceal the top just to further shape the brows. When you draw it out with a pencil, it can sometimes look messy and not too structured, but I use a concealer just to shape everything out and make sure that the eyebrows are looking nice, because it's so important for your eyebrows to look good in your makeup. It's extremely important. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to look good. It can't just look anyhow. So you do have to put a lot of effort there. So I take a brush and I just blend that out. Make sure it's blended out, especially that top part. You really want to get that blended out because you don't want any lines or any weird like lightness in that area. So you want to make sure you blend that out, blend the bottom out. Be careful so you're not messing up your eyebrows that you've drawn as well. So do it, be careful, and take your time as you do it. So now I am going in with the shade Yielded from Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette. Honestly, when I was doing this look, I did know what I was going for. I knew I was going for something neutral. As I started to use this shade, I started to realize that I liked it, so I just packed on more of the shade because it's kind of like a lighter brown, but I just didn't want to use anything else. I felt like this was good enough, so I started packing on the shade, but with my small brush, it wasn't getting that. I wasn't achieving that fast enough, so I took a bigger brush and I started just, packing on the shade on my eyelid, and I felt like this color was just perfect and good for what I was going for. I didn't need anything else, and so I'm using my highlighter from Maybelline on the arch of my brows. I find that I have to do this first and then go back and put my eyeshadow so that because sometimes when you do the arch, it creates like this harsh line and you don't want that. So you see how I'm blending the eyeshadow up towards that arch so that everything is just continuous and you're not seeing like a line. So here, I'm sorry I don't have the information on this pencil. I bought it a while ago. I don't know what it is. It's just a regular black pencil. And bruh, if I ever put, eyeliner, use a black pencil under my eye, I'm really, really trying to look good that day. So, this is just a regular Revlon mascara I got from the beauty supply, and I'm just dusting off all that eyeshadow from my eye before I put on my lashes. And obviously I stained my eyes there. So now I'm going in with MAC, a blush from MAC. All my blushes are from MAC. I don't use any other brand. This is in the shade Raisin. Really beautiful. And then finally, my highlighter from Maybelline. This is my favorite highlighter of all time. It's in the shade 200. So I'm just going to place it there. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend it. So you want to make sure your highlighters are looking nice, okay? You don't want to just... Yeah, I'm not going to say much about that. But blend out your highlighter, girls. Blend it. Blend it, blend it, blend it. And make sure everything looks beautiful, okay? Boom. All right, now you use Urban Decay spray to spray everything. And then I am going to go with the lip liner. The lip liner is the same lip liner, the liner I use for my brows. I'm using on my lips, brown. And then I'm going to go with Physicians Formula lipstick. I don't know the shade of this lipstick. I'm so serious. I checked the bottle, it's not on there. I don't know the shade, and that's why it's so difficult for me to buy another one. But I really love it a lot. I use it a lot. It's matte, but it's by Physicians Formula. So the whole makeup is done. The one thing I didn't show on the camera is when I'm absolutely finished with the makeup, I literally would draw on my face again with Urban Decay's All Nighter Spray because I don't want the makeup to move. But I was doing this in the middle of the night just to show you guys the process and blah blah blah. But this is the finished look for the makeup. I did put the lashes off camera. If you guys want me to show you how to put on the lashes, I can do a separate video for that. But as you can see, it's very nice, it's very natural. You want to go out on a date and you just want to look simple, you want to go on a girls night out or whatever you want to do, this is really 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 great makeup for really anything, even to go to work, to do a presentation. It works for everything, you know. And then I went to a better lighting and to just show you guys the makeup and how everything is looking. This is the final look. It looks so so beautiful, guys. I mean, just look at it, you know. I wore this makeup on a date, and then everyone was like, it's so cute. So I had to literally the next day record everything before I forgot what I used and the products that I used. So yeah, this is the finished look for the makeup. And just for context, I'm going to show you guys how the makeup looked initially when I did it. So this is a video and this is me dressed up to go out, and this is kind of how the makeup looked. I recreated the makeup look again, and I try to use everything from this day, and I did it the next day so I didn't forget any product that I used. But this was like the finished look for the makeup. I did spend some more time on my hair to blend everything out, and so this is how everything looked on the makeup. It's beautiful. So this is like a date night, so you can use it for girls night out. If you want to go on a presentation, it's perfect. It's neutral, it's natural, it's everything. So just for context, this was the original look, and then I recreated the look exactly the same again. But if you want to kind of see the whole picture, this is it. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, and see you in the next video. Okay, yeah.